Huzzah, there it is. Good evening and welcome, uh, uh, ladies and germs, to More Than Three's weekly Monster of the Week campaign. We got with us Stinky Pete, aka Casso, and we also got Jacqueline Hanji, aka K, with us. And
Kawaii
kawaii desu new. Ooh, sees your bulge. No, no.
Oh,
Uh,
please adopt me.
and to recap from last time, our heroes stopped. Uh, did you guys stop the witch last time? You guys started at the witch last time.
We ended.
Yes, and
Yep.
then you had a brief conversation with the notorious hunter Grimlock, who was charming to say the least. And you saw the demon baby. You got the demon baby parts with you. You have scooped them into a jar. And you've brought Susie and the unconscious body of Hal out of the woods, only to find out that you've been transported across the country over to Chicago. And Hal has mysteriously vanished. But Susie is still there, and you, using Hanji's trust fund, you guys were able to seek passage on a Boeing flight, specifically Flight 69, which you got on after seeing all the heroin users and all the guns firing off in the Chicago airport, as happens in the Chicago airport. After checking all of your weapons, so as to not inflict the wrath of TSA, you guys boarded your planes, where a lot of spooky things happened. You met Dave, the air marshal. There was a man who died in the back. I quite forget his name, but he's dead now, so who cares?
It was Gary.
The
Gary,
something. Yeah, that sounds right. It was Gary. And Gary, who had been turned into a bee zombie, which is very familiar for you guys, for that happened back in the woods. And
with Jerry.
With Jerry, yes. Jerry got turned into a bee zombie and basically martyrdomed. Who do you martyrdom? Who came down there with you? It was
the football guy.
Yeah, it was what the fuck's this? He's dead now. Who cares? And
yep, he got clapped.
That's so last season. Anyways, and after that, you saw spectral Gertrude, the crying lady, saw spectral hands reach into her. Her husband was Gary, and she saw the man in front of her, Pete, die from spectral. Or no, it was Paul. Die from spectral hands reaching into his chest. She was very sad and very old. And after seeing that and hearing those, our two heroes decided that yes, it must be a ghost. So Susie and Stinky Pete started crushing up all the pretzels and peanuts to make some sort of food salt paste to use against this spectral situation, and after which they saw at the end of the hall the ghostly figure of the dead witch they found in the woods. Well, dead in quotation marks. And that is where we left off. So, jump right into it, motherfuckers.
Oh boy. Hold on, I gotta do a monologue to get in character.
Alright.
Just kidding, it's super easy. I've been doing this all day.
I actually only talk like this. My natural voice.
Every day I pick a different Stinky Pete and I talk like that all day, and it makes contractors feel very weird around me, so they don't talk to me.
which helps you get into the realm of Stinky Pete, because that also happens to Stinky Pete.
Exactly. I am Stinky Pete.
Verbatim, actually.
True.
All right, Jacqueline, you see the spooky spectral figure, and Dave follows your eyes and says, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Dave, you can see that too?
Yeah, I can see that. It's a fucking ghost lady down there, man. I got a gun, and I've already discharged it in the cabin, which means that there's a terrorist alert, and we can't land, emergency land for like 2 hours. Don't ask me why, but it's part of like the whole like, it's the security theater. People thinks it makes it safer, but it'd probably be safer if we landed. But we can't land until there's like a full SWAT team in force at the airport, and they got to clear out the whole airport first. So we got, first of all, I gotta call it in, which I haven't done yet, on account of, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty bad at my job. But I'm also not gonna lie, they let anyone be an air marshal. And I'm also not gonna lie when I tell you, it pays a lot. So, anyways, I got a sticky note somewhere up near the cabin. I don't remember, because I was drinking mimosas when I put it there. So I'll need to find that to find the number to call the air traffic control, and then we can get that situated. But after I get that situated, it's gonna take about 2 hours after that. So we got about 4 hours until that gets done. And if I don't find it in the next hour, we won't have enough fuel to be up for that long. So that might make things difficult. So I need to find that. And if I don't find that, it's gonna be weird. Also, you could be like, yo, let's just ask the pilots. Well, the thing about that is I discharged a firearm inside the cabin, which means the pilot doors magnetically locked, and they can talk out, but we can't talk in. You know why? Because this is Delta, and they cut corners. I'm not gonna lie to you, they cut hella corners. Honestly, my only training was how to beat up minorities when they cause a fuss. And seeing as you two are both white and that ghost is hella see-through, we got a problem. Also, I got a problem because I'm a minority, and it's kind of fucked up. But they pay me, so whatever.
That's true. I remember being an air flight marshal on the Hindenburg.
Anyways, I'm gonna go do that. But there's also a ghost lady standing there. Do we need to do something about that?
Yeah, Blondie, we should do something.
Yeah.
I've been punching pretzels for 15 minutes. I'm out of options.
You hear a spectral wail through the cabin. Lizard lungs, oaken wood, ashes burn. My soul will fly as the crows do. And she disappears.
Oh, okay. I saw that little thingy on me. The like ghost thing.
Yeah, you got the EMF detector.
Can I just kind of check to see if it's like she's not visible or if she's really like gone?
Bringing it around the cabin, you start like moving it around, and as you move it towards, you guys are actually back towards Gertrude's seat, which is about like in the middle of the plane. So this is a rather big flight for some reason. There are like 3 different stewardess areas as well as restrooms, and you guys are in the middle. On accounting, because you guys got the Delta Premium Plus package, which puts you like just behind first class. You guys could have gotten first class, but seeing as it's Chicago, first class is reserved for all the gangbangers. So that's just kind of how that worked out.
True. Priorities.
Well, by gangbangers, I mean people who bought heroin and are currently using heroin in first class.
Oh.
Yeah, politicians, of course.
All right. So you've received a salty food paste. You can add that to your inventory. It's not really a paste because there's not really moisture, but it's like a salt crumble because there's like pretzel mixed in with peanut. There is salt, also like honey. They were honey roasted salted peanuts, so they're also like there's a lot of honey roast in there, whatever that is. As well as pretzel crumbs. I don't know if you want to refine this into a more salt-based substance. You would have to let me know on how you plan to do that, because so far you've just been punching bags and packets of snack foods.
Honestly, it sounds great on Thai.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, fuck yeah, dude. Let's go.
Right? Yeah. Okay, Blondie. So I got some salt? Question mark? Is that the plan?
Would you say that I saw Gertrude, but did I see anything? Did I pick up anything on my scanner?
So when you bring it over towards Gertrude, it also kind of brings it over to the dead body of Pete, which Dave, as you recall, had positioned him like he was sleeping. So he's got like some earmuffs on. He's got like the pillow, and he's kind of like this. So most everyone except for Gertrude thinks he's just asleep. Even the people next to him. Dave is really good at what he does, even if he doesn't know exactly what it is he does. So as you bring it over towards him, it kind of spikes, and as you bring it over towards the bathroom, it kind of spikes. But around everywhere else, it doesn't really spike too hard. It's at this time when a stewardess comes up. You see your name tag, and it says Lacey. And Lacey says, I don't know if that's on a Wi-Fi signal, but you can't have phones on during flight or we'll all crash and die.
Okay, my bad. I'll put it away. Thank you.
Yes. Also, I don't know if you know this, but while the pretzels and the peanuts are complimentary, what the fuck is he doing?
He just got really hungry.
She looks over at the the mash up pretzels and peanuts. Approximately how much of this have you done? Like a pound, 2 pounds? What are you thinking, Stinky? You did have Susie help you. She is currently punching some.
Right. So I'd imagine Susie could probably produce about a quarter of what I could produce.
That's a fair assessment. Yes.
Strength and efficiency. I said I was doing it for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, that seems fine. I would
Okay.
say it's more like 8, but
okay, so half.
We're splitting hairs at that
That's
point.
Fine. I would probably call it 10 punches per bag of pretzels at least to form a powder.
Mm-hmm.
More for peanuts because peanuts have oil inherently in them, which would cause them to gum. So that may be a paste.
Yes. It's not really like a liquid paste, but it is more of a like a clump. It does clump a little bit more with the peanuts you found.
Right. Let's see. Human punches in a minute. Let's see. 60 seconds. You can punch roughly twice a second. Both hands tend to go ba-boom. Should be 120 punches a minute.
Well,
10 punches a bag.
Before you go too far into this, about 2 minutes into this, Susie actually came up with an idea. She says, "Why don't you just windmill punch, and I'll put the bags in front of your windmill punches as we go."
Ooh, has she been accurate with her placement?
Now this is the question.
that will cut production.
Due to her history, especially with skinning animals and being outdoors and playing a bitey chicken with Bitey, which is a game she's informed you of, where she puts her hand in his mouth and he tries to bite her really fast, but she pulls it out. And she's so far been very good at not getting bit. So she's actually pretty dexterous. And she's really accurate. So it's good. It's really good. She's had the training, the expertise. She might not have been. It might not have been for this moment, but the effects are noticeable.
Nice.
It's like when a kid gets horribly beaten by his drunken dad, and then that guy grows up to get in a UFC fight with only McGregor. Like they weren't. This wasn't the idea, but they are prepared for this.
Not bad. That's not bad. That'll do. Okay, so 120 punches a minute, 10 punches a bag equals 12 bags a minute. 2 ounces per bag, roughly, is what they are.
That sounds about right, yeah.
So 12 by 2 is 24 ounces. 24 ounces times 8. 20 times 8 is 160. That's close enough. 160 ounces. Oh boy, I only know the conversion for liquid.
This is true.
2 pounds.
2 pounds. All right. So she looks over at the 2 pounds of. Are you leaving them in the bags, or have you? Kay does have, or Jacqueline does have baggies in her purse that are roughly around 8-ounce baggies, little like sandwich baggies.
So I would have left them in the bag
Okay.
for punchability, so they didn't scatter, but the bags would have popped on impact.
This is true.
So they can pour. So I think I'll isolate peanut and pretzel, like pound.
Gotcha.
Boom.
All right. She looks at these baggies of like roughly 2 pounds of this munched up material, and she goes, "Look, this is I can write this off, but at least eat them all, because I gotta stock them when we get into port." That's what we call that's what I call getting in the hangars, is getting into port, because I like to think that I'm I'm not supposed to say this on here, but I like to think I'm a pirate, and this is like the 7 seas.
Oh boy, you are an enigma, lady. I guarantee that I will eat them, or they will be used appropriately.
Okay, well, anyways, make sure, don't forget, buckle your seatbelt, and if you are going to smoke, go to the smoking area, which is nowhere. Don't fucking smoke on this plane. And then she leaves.
Oh boy, that lady is very misinformed. Most airplanes have Wi-Fi capabilities at this point, and you can utilize it before, after takeoff, and then also once you reach altitude. So she lied and is not a pirate. I remember when I was a pirate. It was way more fun than this.
Yeah, they used to call you Teach.
That's unfortunate. I am not very knowledgeable. Oh, it's been like 200 years and I got it. That was a joke.
Oh no, Blackbeard's name was Teach.
Damn it.
Oh.
Teach the demon of the sea, man.
That is true. Right. Well, I wasn't gonna make it canon, but you're the game master, homie.
I hope you're writing these down, because I'm not.
I think Cool Batman is. So,
No,
someone's marking canon.
It would be El Chapo, if anyone. All right.
Oh, it would have been Chapo. True.
the chapster. He's your biggest fan. We haven't seen him yet tonight, but I'm sure he'll show up.
I love El Chapo.
Dude, Chapo goes hard, man. All right.
True.
So,
So maybe we could do something where we put a, depending on how much, well, we won't have enough to do like everyone. Where I saw the where my thing, what's it called again? I'm sorry. The ghost thing.
the EMF, electromagnetic frequency device.
Yes, the EMF. Where I saw that spike, we could try doing like sprinkling the salt mixture around there. Maybe put a protection circle around our
so
seats.
you do know that ghosts are weak to salt, but mostly it's to repel them, not necessarily to damage them, although it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. I mean,
you know that salt's good against them for that reason, but cold iron is the best thing.
but, okay. To like actually like damage them.
Yes.
Okay.
And generally you know that they are attached to something. And if you burn what they're attached to, usually it's their body, but sometimes it's not, then you can dispel the spirit. But seeing as how you're on a plane, probably not an option.
Ha!
I mean,
Everything's an option if you're brave enough. We've already committed felonies. Like, what else?
Here we go.
Yeah, I was wondering too, is that guy the only one who can like call in what's happening, or could I just get the number and do it?
That's an interesting question. In order to get the number for the actual flight control, you would need to probably hack Delta Airlines to do it.
Okay.
Which
That can't be hard.
it might take a while, but you could probably go through your phone, through your computer to do it remotely that way. Otherwise, you would need to find a way to get directly into the system. But here on the commercial airline, maybe the closest thing you could do to do that is, I think you think you'd probably have to get into the pilot's room.
Could I use my phone to like, or would that kind of be, sorry, I was thinking, like, because he said the doors were automatically locked. Is there any way that I can
magnetically sealed,
get,
yes.
disable that?
It's possible, but I mean, you would need to get into the actual system you would have to trick the sensor that detected the gunshot. So you would need to find where that's located at, and in order to do that, you would probably need a comprehensive blueprint of the plane.
Okay.
But it is possible. And it is magnetically sealed, so technically if the plane lost power, it would be free. It would unlock.
Yeah. It'd be an electromagnet.
Cut the power, but the plane will still fly.
I mean, most of it's done electronically now, so it's still technically possible that it could fly, but it would be a lot more dangerous. But if you had a way to maybe like trip the power momentarily, it could unlock if you're fast enough, and then you could get in there.
Sorry, I'm strategizing in my brain.
Don't apologize.
Yeah,
Maybe bounce some ideas off of Stinky Pete. We're just
That is a terrible idea.
We're
But
just-
I am here.
yeah, we're just gonna assume that she's talking out loud. Whenever I tell her things she can do, she's like, I could do this, but then I need to do that, and then this, and then she's kind of rambling on.
Yeah, I usually just stare off and start talking out loud. Whoever listens, listens.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. So if you hear any ideas you like through my rambling, feel free to stop me.
Mm-hmm. Which
Well,
you used to be an electrician, so you might have something to say about this.
that is true. Was I a licensed electrician?
Does it really matter? I mean, if you're a good electrician, you're a good electrician. Am I right? Of course I'm right. I'm you.
That's true. Exactly. Well, that all sounds plausible at the very least. An electromagnetic seal would actually break once power is cut and restored. That would typically reset any signal transmissions back into neutral phase. So that could work. I was gonna go put an iron spike in the ice and make it cold. But maybe your plan is better than ice bucket.
Cold iron kind of is like, it's not necessarily the temperature. It's more like an unrefined iron, like not pure, like kind of like very rough iron. So like a fire poker, like an old fire poker you would find that's just like, it doesn't need to be hard, it doesn't need to be soft, it's just iron that someone hammered into a little poker, you know?
Oh, so more like wrought iron kind of a deal?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't know that. So I am putting metal into ice buckets.
That's fine, yeah. I mean, if it's cold iron before you put it in the ice, I mean, it's still cold. It doesn't change, you know?
Yeah. So is this what I'm supposed to do, Blondie? I'm putting metal in ice buckets.
Not exactly. You want to use like wrought iron.
Yeah.
Like old furniture.
Yeah, it's called cold iron because it's not put through like a furnace a lot. Like it's not run through the forge a lot. It's just kind of like they made iron and then they just kind of bent it into a shape. So like low quality iron, which is kind of pure iron in a sense. It doesn't turn it into like steel or, you know.
Do they have a fireplace in first class?
Would you like to go look? You haven't been there yet.
Yeah. Oh, you can just like walk around wherever on the plane. No one's gonna stop.
I mean, you have, that's what you've been doing.
All right. Never know what we might find.
All right, so you start walking forward. Like I said, you're in the middle area right now. So back behind you is so you're in the middle next to like the you know, there's the economy plus, and then there's the Delta Premium Plus, which the only difference is you're a little bit further, and they promise that they won't beat you if you act up. But then behind that is just all economy. And then and you guys are like in the middle section of the plane. So there's restrooms in front and behind you. And you're in the behind area, and then so behind you is another like fucking around 60, or like not 60, but yeah, about around 60 more seats, and then in the very back there's another like concession area along with restrooms back there. So if you go forward, you'll go through where you guys were sitting, past Economy Plus, through another little concession stand with more restrooms and then go into first class there. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So walking forward, you walk through everyone, and everyone's just kind of like looking at you because there's been some gunshots back there, and they're just like, "What the fuck's up with that? Like, what's going on? Like, why are they shooting?" And one guy's just like, it's Delta, and we're coming out of Chicago. I guess that's just how it happens. One lady's like looking around, and she's got a baby that's just like, you can't like you think it should be crying, but it's not. it's just like, and you, like, as you walk by, you're like, is that thing alive? And then like you just keep walking, and then that lady looks like she might be on meth, maybe not, who knows. And then you keep on going, and you get to first class. And as you get in there, you notice that everyone's got their chairs back. You see a guy drinking a mimosa in a suit. It seems like he's watching Air Bud as an in-flight movie, and he's just fucking into it. You see a couple of people with needles hanging out of their arms, and they're just also asleep in the backwards position. Let's see. Kay, you're walking. Do you follow her up there?
Yeah, I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, so you go up there and you actually see a familiar face. You see a famous local rapper in Portland. What was it? It was Robbie Styles, and he is sipping a mimosa, and it looks like he's doing a Snapchat chat post.
Oh, I'm totally photobombing it.
All right, you come in, and he's like, "What up, Styles Nation? It's your boy. I'm on a flight. I got my thing and my thing." And then you come in, you're like, "What up?" What do you say? What do you say?
Oh, hey everybody, Styles Nation here. Just kidding, that's him. I'm Stinky Pete.
And then he turns around, he's like, "Oh, fuck, Stinky Pete. Man, I've been needing to tell you. I told Gio to set me up with you, and I haven't heard nothing from you, man." And he stands up and he gives you the handshake and the chest, the fucking the shoulder check in, and he slaps your back. He's like, "Man, it's so good to see you, dog. I got something for you. Hold on." And he hits the top and he gets into a duffel bag he opens it up. And when he opens it up, you look in and you just see money, like cash, just like bundles of cash. And he reaches in, he pulls out a bundle, he hands it over to you. He's like, "Here you go, man. That there's $10,000. Don't spend it all in one place. Least I could do for the man who saved my life."
Damn, buddy. The handshake was actually fantastic as recompense, but also this is lovely. Maybe half of it.
No, dog, that's all yours. Trust me. It's just a drop in the bucket for Styles, all right? You saved my life, and Gio made sure I didn't get arrested. It was a win-win for me. That's the last time I walk up to any chick, all right? I ain't hitting on anyone, all right? Girls hit on Robbie, all right? That's how it goes. Anyways, what are you doing on this flight, man? This is Delta, all right? They're gonna whoop your ass if you're sitting back there.
We got the package that they don't do that as much.
Well, that you're gonna need it. You're gonna fucking need it. I already heard a gunshot back there. That shit wild.
Oh, that was crazy. There was actually a bumblebee face man that died in the bathroom.
Oh, man, that's fucked up, y'all. I don't remember all what happened in that, but I do remember that mummy guy with the locusts and everything. I remember waking up a little bit to see that. That was insane, man. That was crazy.
That was crazy. You shot me. It was fun.
Hey, but it's Portland, baby.
Exactly. And then we were in Chicago.
Yeah,
well,
yes.
We used to be.
Yeah,
Same thing.
I just did a show down there, opened up for ICP. You know, they're fucking cocksuckers, dude. Straight up cocksuckers.
Oh, yeah, they have a song about magnets. And I'm like, magnets have polarity, that's why they work. That's a dumb song.
Yeah, the only polarizing thing that happened to them, man, is when I fucking straight up peed in their cakes. I found where their mamas lived, and it was one of their birthdays, and I went in, I fucked their mama, of course, it's Styles, baby, and then I peed in their pancake batter where she wasn't looking. So, you know who gets the last laugh? Styles, every time. Anyways, like I was saying, dude, you saved my life. The money, that's just to make me feel better, all right? That's to make me feel better. But if you ever need anything from Styles, man, you let me know, all right? Like I said, I'm gonna make sure I go on the straight and narrow, all right? Straight and narrow. I'm only talking to girls that hit on me. I ain't hitting on anyone else. Anyways, it's good to see you, man. You want me to talk to him? I could get you bumped up to first class. We can just take some of these fucking heroin junkies and put them back there. They won't know. They ain't waking up till we get there anyway.
That is actually a fair point. I definitely enjoy the unique outlook that you have on life, and I would like to call you maybe for just hanging out.
Anytime, man. Styles always got time for homies, alright? And I'll remember mine.
Much obliged, buddy.
Maybe you can come with me and Geo and we can go do laser tag sometimes. I'm a fucking G at laser tag. I'm the GOAT. You know what the GOAT stands for? Greatest of all time. That's me, Rob Styles, alright?
That is a very big that's a very big thing to say, and I would love to see that in action. Another thing that I would also like to see in action is an active fire. Did anyone set anything on fire up here?
Wait, you, like on the plane? Like on fire up here? Like, it might be just some of the crack addicts. That guy's lighting up his glass pipe right now, and you look over and there's a guy just woo! In like the corner.
Huh. That's better than nothing. Other than it's an active felony, but who's counting?
Hey,
Not me.
it's Delta Airlines, man. Hey, who's this behind you? And he points at you, Jacqueline, and says, "Hey, is this your shorty?"
No, this is my business associate and probably other than you, second best friend in the entire world, Blondie.
Oh, what's going on, shorty? Hey, you got a phone number or what?
Yes, I do have a number that is connected to my phone.
Well, you gonna give me it, or you gonna make me beg? Cause I'll beg if I need to. But it's only out of respect of your well-being, you feel me? I'm Robbie Styles. You might have heard of me.
I haven't. It's nice to meet you.
Well, you're hearing about me now. Do you like what you hear, or what?
Yeah, you should totally do it, Blondie. We could play laser tag.
Yeah, friends are nice.
Although I don't
That's
know.
true.
That last blonde chick put a bad taste in my mouth. But you're gonna make me regret it at a different level in a better way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm like mouthwash. What can I say?
You like
Ooh, that it
mouthwash.
stings.
Amazing in small doses, good for your hygiene, but you drink a lot of it and you get fucked up. And I'm feeling fucked up right now, girl. What's up? Even more fucked up than that
That's
guy. And you turn around, the guy's woo! This guy's wearing a suit, by the way. Who's hitting this crack rock in the corner.
I wonder if he knows that's not good for him.
And at this point, you guys hear 3 gunshots from the front of the cabin with a large, oh, fuck! And Rob Styles says, that sounds like you guys. I'm gonna be here. And he sits down and he starts drinking a mimosa again.
Okay, buddy. I'll give you a call and we can play laser tag, and I'll bring Blondie, and then we can all be friends. Because we're the
Word.
3 best friends that anybody can have.
Hey, leave the singing
Just
to me,
kidding.
but let's go.
That's probably copyrighted by the movie The Hangover. Except I don't
Guaranteed.
think that you can copyright speaking words in a specific order. But hey,
Happy
what are you gonna
birthday's
do?
copyrighted, so
Oh, I thought they hit public domain.
they might. I don't know. It's been around for 200 years. I can't believe it.
Right? Ugh, what a weird song.
Anyways, enough about copyright. All right, I'm fucking over it. Your boy Rob Styles. All right, I'm not with any producers. I'm free range, like them good chickens are. You feel me? Premium poultry. That's your boy Rob Styles. All right, no influence from big organizations. All right, all they want is more money for the fucking beautiful thing of music. And I ain't about it. If I want to be a part of a horrible corporation and just want all our money, I'd work at Amazon. But I ain't doing that. So I'm Rob Styles.
It's true. I love that
Well-
you're in it for the love of the music.
For sure.
Now,
The love of the music and the pussy.
Oh, fair enough.
The money's nice too, I guess.
alright. Well, now that I know he's not part of the Illuminati, I will give him my number.
Alright, he's like, thanks, shorty. You now have Rob
so
Styles'
Blondie.
number.
The whole reason that I was looking for a fire is because maybe that we have to burn the demon baby parts, because maybe the old lady is mad that we cannibalized and then also are trying to actively science upon her dead baby.
That's a possibility. I was thinking Susie first, but we could go with the baby in the jar.
What?
We
You were gonna
we
burn
probably
me?
shouldn't put Susie on the fire.
What?
No, I was just thinking the ghost might have attached itself to her. She's the only one out of all of us that got a wish granted by this witch.
Well, what else? I don't want to be set on fire. What'll happen to Bitey? You heard what the witch said. I'm the only one he'll listen to. You can't light me on fire. He'll get bad. He'll turn bad. I don't want Bitey to turn bad. I don't wanna. Wait, think I'll be able to see my mom and dad again?
I don't think that's a very good trade-off, Suzy Q. And also, nobody. You're not getting lit on fire.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
just an idea.
Oh. I have an idea. Let's light you on fire.
Ooh, maybe we could do
Funny.
that when we get home.
Okay. She's holding the bags of the peanut and pretzel stuff.
Ooh, nice. Hey, that was a good
Alright,
idea.
Ooh, what if we were able... Do airplane toilets have water in them?
That's a question for Stinky Pete.
Do airplane toilets have water in them?
He's the plumber.
I think they have a small amount, just enough to smoothly jettison the effluent.
I was thinking, what if we got the water out of the toilet, built a fire in the toilet, burnt the parts, and then flushed it? It would contain the fire, so it wouldn't burn the plane down.
That's true. We could at least try. We
Alright.
we wouldn't have demon baby fun time things, but I don't know. I put a bunch of metal in an ice bucket. Maybe that works.
The screaming that was at the front of the cabin slowly dies down.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I didn't. That guy's dumb. And he was gonna call the air marshal service. Narc.
Yeah. Yeah, the narc.
He was the terrorist anyways. Why would he call on himself that he discharged his own firearm?
Hey, he had a good
Hey, we
good
got
excuse.
terrorists.
There was a bee zombie, all
Like
right?
me.
I'd have done it too. I'd have done it.
When was the
But he's
last
the
time?
terrorist.
When was the last time you heard of an air marshal being discharged? Come on, he's gonna be fine. It's not like he's a cop.
That's true. Right? He works for Delta. That's just like
I
an
think
informal reprimand.
technically he works for Homeland Security, but it's kind of like a mercenary system where they're like, all right, we'll hire one air marshal this year.
Right.
So we didn't have our bags that had the weapons, but do we have the
So you
do we
have-
put bags overhead or?
Yeah, you brought your purse, which is where you had your EMF detector. So you have your big old purse. Stinky Pete brought a cooler with a bunch of Bush Light in it, which technically they're not supposed to allow liquids on there, but it was the wildest thing. When you went up to TSA, you just kind of walked through and no one stopped you, so.
Yeah, aluminum is not magnetic.
Yeah, there you go. Hold on one second. I gotta take a piss. I've been drinking.
Oh, that'll do. You want to take 5?
We can take 5.
All right.
I'm gonna take 5. I'm gonna go read Riley a bedtime story.
All right, where? It's me. We're all back. We took our short rest. We expended our hit die. We all pissed a lot, and and I don't know. We're back. All right. To recap, you guys had just finished talking with Rob Stiles, the new to you, Jacqueline, but an old friend, in loose quotations, to Stinky Pete, who during one of the first episodes saved his life in the Museum of Mystical Mysteries that went down. So if you haven't
He
seen
shot
that,
me for 0 damage. I laughed at him.
He did shoot you for 0 damage. So if you guys don't know what that is, that's like episode fucking 1, I'm pretty sure. So check that out. Anyways, we're back in it. To set the scene, you were having a conversation with Susie about whether or not to light her on fire, which he took rather well, considering. And before you heard this, started this conversation, you heard screaming and gunshots in the front of the cabin. But you guys elected to ignore that for approximately, I don't know, 5 minutes. And then now the screaming is stopped. What do you guys wish to do? Luckily, most of the people here in first class are currently on heroin or have been on heroin and are unconscious. And Rob Stiles seems to just chalk it up as Delta Airlines.
It's not a bad goal.
Do you want to try the fire in the toilet thing? Or do you want to check out these gunshots?
Maybe we should check out the gunshots, because I think burning the baby, quote unquote, baby, is like more of a last ditch effort, but I still haven't seen a heart box that I can punch. So I can set stuff on fire. That worked one time. and then punch the heart box worked one time. Then I shot the guy in the duster, and that didn't work. He did not die. I hit the little girl in the face with the sledgehammer. She didn't die, but she did run away. So sledgehammer to the face also works marginally. That is my overwhelming expansive experience in hunting monsters and bushlight.
It's amazing. It's amazing how much time has passed and how little has happened.
I guess just a little have absorbed or allowed myself to absorb non-meta.
Yeah.
Punch the box,
Would
hit the sledge.
cold steel have gotten through like the metal detectors, or no? Like, is there any chance that like
To
maybe
reiterate, you guys literally walked through TSA and no one did anything.
I said most of the people in first class are passed out.
With doing actual drugs, yes.
As non-discreetly as possible, could I...
Non-discreetly? Does that mean what you think it means, or?
Nope, discreetly as possible.
Okay,
Sorry.
I was making sure.
I was like,
I
I'll
want to
make
be
a
really
fucking
loud
scene.
and obvious about this.
Yo,
I'll
I'm
take my
shitting.
shirt off. I'll do the truffle shuffle.
I'm shitting my pants while I'm taking them off. To be clear.
Yo.
Discreetly as possible. I kind of want to look in their bags and stuff. Just kind of make my way around.
Okay. So just here in first class.
Yeah, start there. Since
So,
they're like a lot of
yeah,
them are passed out.
Yeah, so luckily enough, most of them are in drug coma, or some of them in a K-hole, some of them just high on fucking meth and beating their meat.
I love ketamine.
God.
So they don't really mind. Go ahead and give me a sharp roll.
Ew. 2 and a 1, 3, 4. Jeez.
All right, go ahead and mark experience. Because you've failed a roll. So, you're looking through a lot of these bags, and while you are doing it, you feel a sharp pain in your hand. And you pull it out, and there's like a needle sticking out of it, and the needle falls out of your hand. And, yeah, so that just happened.
I guess I'll be getting tested when I land.
It's a pretty smart idea.
Oh, that's
Could be
unfortunate.
fun.
Wait, it didn't have like a little cap on it?
It didn't. But if it makes you feel any better, it did look well worn. So it's, you know, it's been used quite a bit.
It's
Hopefully
been
by
loved.
the same person who doesn't have HIV.
Yeah, we'll
Need
see.
some help. Fingers crossed. Alright. Fun. Is there some... Go wash my hands? Maybe that'll fix it.
So the closest bathroom will be where you heard the screams. It's up in the concession area, up by the cockpit.
If I have it, I have it. I'll live and die through it.
That's fair.
Alright. So, what exactly are you doing?
I'm just kind of looking like, see if by chance there is anything that is made of cold iron, or maybe anything else that could be helpful to the paranormal situation. Maybe some bath salts. I don't know.
So to be clear, you're going to continue searching through the luggage and the overhead compartments where you just got stuck by a used needle.
I mean, I think it's gonna happen again.
All right, while she's doing this, what are you doing, Stinky Pete?
I am going to go check what happened with the gunshots.
All right, excellent. So, Susie's holding on to your shirt, and you go forward. She's holding on to the salt paste, the salt crumbles, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, just had to write something down. Nothing to worry about.
Okay, has AIDS.
AIDS question mark super age parentheses. All right, so you go up to the front and you see Dave, and Dave currently has a giant hole in his chest, and there's blood on the floor. And it's a very grisly scene. The bones have been... It almost looks like the front of his chest was just melted off. And it's not a pretty sight. There's a stewardess who's cowering in the corner. It looks like she has pissed herself. Which, please don't judge. You don't know what she's been through. And it looks like everything's kind of settled. It looks like maybe you would have seen what happened if you gotten here earlier.
Is Dave dead?
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna take his gun.
All right, you take his gun. There are 2 shots left in it.
Not bad. Okay. Are there any bees around?
No bees that you can see.
Oh, sad. Hoping for more bee zombies. Dave would be cool as a bee zombie. Well, okay.
We'll put that on his tombstone. Would have been cooler as a bee zombie.
It's decent. That's decent words. Decent words for him. Okay. I think I am... I'm gonna go tinker with the onboard electrical panels.
All right. The lights are kind of flickering in here. Maybe because of supernatural whatevers. And over the soft sobbing of the woman who has pissed herself in the corner, you start to kind of fiddle with... you open up some of the side panels where there are electrical wires running through. There are like several of them throughout the plane. And as you open them, there's not really like a breaker box or anything like that. It seems like everything is like interconnected, and these special little areas just show like little node areas that go to other areas. It's very airplane electrical intensive, but there isn't like a dedicated fuse box that you would find in like a house.
Yeah. Let's see. So are they connected with like the quick connect plug-in like transitions?
So like in some of the boxes, yes, and other boxes it simply has like you kind of open it up and it's like little wires that go up and down. It seems like these like little openings are places to view to view different little wires, and they're like kind of like they're like capped together, so it looks like you can like uncap them and maybe like attach something to them and see if there's charge coming through. So it seems like these are like little checkpoints throughout the plane. So if you're like trying to figure out where an electrical problem has happened, you can use these points to narrow it down which part of the plane.
Okay.
So these aren't like service areas per se where you can actually fix or do something with the electrical system, but these are places where you can
In a little minute.
detach some wires and see what happens.
Nice.
So you can detach wires here, but it isn't like a dedicated thing. There are you have seen a multiple of these throughout the planes, and like I said, it's to isolate areas. Generally, you would have the plane running idle, and you would check these areas individually throughout to see if a charge is going through them or not, and then you can pinpoint where a possible problem has happened, and then you can open up the plane and fix these problems.
Ooh, fun. So, as science is concerned, you can find problems that way, but you can also find solutions that way.
All right.
So, in the reverse engineering sense of the thing, I'm just gonna start pulling caps, separating the wires, see what happens, and then put them back and cap them.
Okay. Roll me either a sharp roll or a cool roll. I'll let you choose.
Oh boy. Wait. Oh, I think the cat's hit my dice off the table. You motherfuckers.
Take the roll. Take the roll. No, I'm just kidding.
No, like I don't see them anymore. But that's why we have Brick OD6.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. The Brick OD6 is very, very useful.
Cats. Okay, so. Oh boy. Okay, so cool and sharp are the same. So, because my character, I will roll cool for flavor.
All right.
And that is a culmination of 5.
5 altogether?
Yup.
All right, go
2,
ahead.
1 plus 2.
Go ahead and mark me experience. Go ahead and mark experience for yourself. You have failed this roll, and I need you to do 2 things for me. First, I need you to pray. Second of all, I need you to go ahead and roll me an act under pressure roll.
Oh boy.
Which is cool.
Oh, pray was first. Pray was first.
Yeah.
So let's see. So you take all that.
Uh-huh.
You take all that pussy shit.
Okay.
And you do your big exhale. Send it out.
Yeah.
And then big inhale. Right there. With the dick and balls. Because you're doing man shit. Please, Lord Dionysus of the Happy Fun Time Drink, and also founder of Bush Light, allegedly, let this happen decently. Oh. Okay. 9.
9. All right. Before this happens, do you wish to use a luck point for this?
Mm, no.
All right. So, fiddling with these electronics. For first of all, you didn't take any safety precautions beforehand doing. Um,
Nope.
you start unplugging them and plugging them back in, and there are sounds going through this plane. Almost immediately, you hit turbulence, and it seems like maybe you took the autopilot off, maybe briefly, and it seems like someone grabbed hold of it, and it shook the plane rather abruptly. And as you've done this, large electricity runs through the two caps. Luckily, you were able to cap it back off, but in the process of doing so, you take 3 harm of electrical damage as you get electrocuted by these wires, which you take 1 less because of your invulnerability. So you take 2 harm, and you get the shit electrocuted out of you. And this plane stabilizes after you put it back. After a bit, there's a lot of rumbling. Jacqueline, you are tossed back and forth as you are looking through. Give me act under pressure roll.
Six.
6. What's your cool?
Oh, 7.
7.
Well, it's 1, but it's 7.
Okay, so you don't fail. Congratulations. So this disrupts you looking through the rest of the luggage, and you fall over, and a lot of the luggage gets mixed around, and you don't make any progress going forward. But you don't get harmed during this turbulence. And after this happens, you hear a ding. This is your captain speaking. Sorry, we just had a minor electrical issue. The turbulence is to be expected for these things, but we are back under control, and we are continuing with our destination. We should be there within the next hour and a half. Thank you, and have a nice day. Also, it is partly cloudy, and if you look off to your left, you can see the beautiful landscape of South Dakota. I understand it's pretty flat, and it's not actually that beautiful, but please just use the best of your imaginations. We do have Air Bud on deck for home movies, as well as Adam Sandler's best film, Waterboy, is currently on as well, but only if you have first class. For those of you, for the rest of the classes, please enjoy season 6 of Bones. We will catch you all later when we land, and I won't talk to you at all. Please make sure that you keep your heroin uses at the minimum, or we will have our staff beat you to a bloody pulp, and we will flush you out the airlock. Thank you for flying Delta. Please go fuck yourself. And he cuts off there.
Not bad. That was succinct.
I wanna leave first class and move towards where I think Stinky Pete and Susie are.
All right, so you walk up to where Stinky Pete is. His hair is standing on end. Susie is like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And she's kind of shaking him. To your right, you see what used to be Dave, a giant cavity out of his chest, like his chest has been melted, and a very distinct scent of urine hits your nostrils as you see a woman crying and pissing herself in the corner.
All right. Walk up to Stinky Pete. Wait, is Dave dead or he's just got a huge hole in him.
He's dead.
Oh, okay. No helping him.
Like the cavity is like his heart's gone, his lungs are gone. Like you can see his spine. That's like there's just a cavity of like what looks like it just melted. Like there's no like cut marks. It's just gone.
All right. Interesting. Yeah, I walk over to Stinky Pete then. See what his hair looks like that. Oh, you look like you stuck a fork in a light socket.
It was very close to that reaction. I definitely did something. I was attempting to get the lock unlocked. So let's see if it worked. I'm gonna see if the electromagnet was messed with.
You pull on it and it wasn't undone.
Sad.
It seems like to your knowledge, it seems like you pulled the autopilot out.
Well, buck-a-luck-a-ding-dong.
Do we know what caused Dave's death?
No. Well, you don't. You should ask Stinky Pete.
Oh. What happened to Dave over there?
I did not actually find out. I started touching the wires.
Okay. I'd like to go inspect his wounds.
All right. On closer inspection, it definitely like I said before, you notice that he's missing a large portion of his chest cavity. And you look around and you don't see any like splatter marks. And in fact, the blood pool is a lot less than it should be. Whatever happened and whatever happened to the mass that is missing, it's not here anymore. And it doesn't look like there was a knife involved. It doesn't look like he was brutalized. It just looks like it's just missing. Like his chest cavity was melted out, but there's no excess mass there. His eyes are open wide and he's looking to the left, and his mouth is open in a frozen scream.
So there's a lady who's like pissing herself. Do all the other passengers just look unfazed, or do they look concerned?
They're all in what's commonly referred to as the K-hole. This is first class, and they're all doing drugs and have been asleep for quite a while.
All right. Then I'd like to approach the lady pissing herself.
No! Don't kill me! I'm pissing.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, she looks up. She says, "Oh, what happened to it? Where'd it go?"
Where did who go?
It was horrible. It was awful. This is a nice man, Dave. He came up and he was like, "Yo, where's the sticky notes?" And I was like, "Bitch, what are you talking about?" And then out of nowhere, there was this whale, this awful whale. It was scary. And then he shot his gun, and I hit in the corner. He told me to get down, and I looked up, and it was a woman, and her hand was in his chest, and it was so much blood, and it went up into her hand, and she changed. She was different, and she had the blood and the face, and oh God, and I closed my eyes.
And then she just disappeared after that?
I don't know. I was pissing.
Okay, well, maybe go find a change of clothes and
She kind of looks around.
Try some of the drugs.
And she runs off into the bathroom and closes it and locks it behind her.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Stinky Pete. So it seems like the witch's ghost is just appearing and disappearing, and that was the cause of Dave's demise. So I don't know, we gotta figure out how to figure out some way to get rid of her or something. Though, I mean, I feel like, is she gonna kill off like one person at a time, or does she have a specific mission she's after here? You think if it had to do with the baby remains, she would have came after us.
That is a fair point. I don't actually know why she's not coming after us.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably flush Dave out the airlock.
Okay. Yeah. I want him to come back as like a bee zombie.
Has been known to happen before.
That's not a bad call.
Alright, well, I'll help you with his body if you need the assistance.
Alright, so to be clear, when I said airlock before, that was like a metaphor. That there isn't actually an airlock. If you were to open the door to the outside, so the cabin is so pressurized, it would take like over 10,000 pounds of force to like actually lift open the door.
Oh, I was just gonna like cram his head in the toilet.
I was gonna say there's not much of his body left. We could take it apart and just flush it.
To be clear, his whole body's there, like his arms, his head, and everything. It's just his chest has been like melted down towards the spine. So like all of these gooey bits and like the rib cage, the bones there, and it's just like a little crater in the middle. You'd still have to fit like an arm and like a head and stuff in there. Susie pulls on your shirt, Sticky Pete. She says, "What if we cut him up? Then will he fit?"
Yes. Probably so. They can handle moderately sized items.
Can I go look for a knife?
Not without the best friend of rental supervision.
Oh, okay. I want to help. I want to be a hero like you.
You already are a hero. Remember, because you made friends. The best lesson is the friends that you make along the way.
She scrunches her nose. She says, "No, you're only a hero if you beat bad guys. I want to beat bad guys. I want to make them bite the curb and then smash the back of their head."
Ooh, American History X style. That is excellent.
Jesus Christ.
If you were looking for a name to call that, that is called a curb stomp. I will teach you the best way.
I want to curb stomp a motherfucker.
Okay. The best way, actually, as opposed to a stomp, is the sledgehammer. That's why I carry a sledgehammer. Because it is a much more satisfying crunch.
She looks a little disappointed. She says, "Your sledgehammer is too heavy for me. I can't
but
lift
they have
it."
4-pound sledgehammers instead of 8-pound sledgehammers.
Can we get one?
Yes, I will personally buy you your own sledgehammer until you can lift mine.
She starts making karate moves. She's like, "I'm gonna be the best superhero."
Curb stomping people with a sledgehammer is super duper anti-hero, but I like the spirit. She's just a little confused.
You're starting to feel like your parent. You might be a bad influence on this child.
Kind of want to
Or a
adopt
good
her.
influence, honestly. As monster hunters now, you seem to feel like she's learning valuable life skills here.
I mean, she already is essentially a beastmaster on accident,
True.
so maybe she shouldn't be afraid of curb stomping a motherfucker if and when the situation arrives.
Say that again, but in Stinky Pete's voice.
Yeah, no problem.
I would really love to hear Jacqueline and Stinky Pete's conversation about this.
Okay, so we got to retcon a little bit. Where do we retcon back to?
We'll bring it up later. We'll bring it up later. But
Okay.
that'll be
Okay.
fun. That'll be fun.
Fantastic. Okay, so you and I are gonna go find. Hopefully somebody has a hacksaw, because that is a very efficient tool for breaking into vehicles when you land. Because rent-a-car is a scam.
This is true. All right, so you guys are still in first class. Piss Girl has left to the bathroom, maybe to clean up, maybe just to piss more. Who knows? You're left here in the K-hole that is first class of Delta Airlines. What's your next move?
So we either need to respond the next time that someone screams, but then also have a plan, which I don't.
Go ahead and mark down that you have now obtained the information that the front wire panel controls the autopilot system.
Ah,
You have learned this much.
nice.
Is there multiple wire panels?
You've seen wire panels, so you guys are in the concession stand type area in the front that has it actually has two dressing rooms, and actually there's also two restrooms up here as well, as well as where the peanuts and the drinks are stored up here. So there are actually 3 more areas like this, and you've seen a wire situation in each one of these. So you're in the front. There's another one in like a quarter down. That's on the other side of the first class, that separates first class from your Delta Premium Plus package. And then behind that is the Economy Plus, followed by more Economy, and then there's a little separation of Economy where there is another situation like that has drinks and the restrooms, and that one actually has 3 restrooms. And after that, there's a full section of Economy, and in the back there's one more dressing room, another little area at the back of the plane for peanuts and whatnot, as well as 2 restrooms. And each one of these areas has 2 panels, so there's still one more electric panel up here. So you're looking for the magnetic locks panel, or whatever controls the subsystem for that. Another bit of information, Kay, that you think is relevant. The gunshot was in the back 3/4 of the plane, so the one that separates the 2 economies. That's where the gunshot was fired. But also the door is up here where you guys are at in the front pilot section. So you're deducing it, and you believe that if it was going to be, actually go ahead and give me a sharp roll. Let's see how sharp you are in this situation.
5 and 5 plus 1, so 11.
11. All right, so you deduce it's either this wire box up here, this other one, or it's one of the ones in the back area, the very back. Because it wouldn't make sense for it to be in the middle, because that's where a lot of the engine area is. And also, right there, in the 3/4 area, that's also where a lot, of the landing gear is, as well as like the other, like the air conditioner is usually back there as well. So you think it's either in the very back too, or it's the other one up here.
Okay. Do I, aside from that, do I have enough knowledge on like electrical stuff that I can work on the boxes?
So to be clear, you don't know anything about like complex electrical systems. Like you've never worked as a like electrician. You're just going off of what logically where they would have to put it. So you don't actually
Okay.
know how to manipulate them. You could probably learn if you wanted to take time to study it, but it would take hours, and you don't have that kind of time.
Okay.
But luckily for you,
Right.
Stinky Pete doesn't have a history in electronics.
Okay. Okay, so um I would like to use often right and suggest to Stinky Pete that maybe it's the box in the back of the plane.
All right. So she tells
So,
you that. No, tell him how you phrase it to him.
oh, um, uh, based on my brief knowledge of planes, it would make sense that possibly we can uh, rule out the middle electrical box, but I think there's a good chance that it could either be the one towards the front or the one in the back. If maybe you wanted to try one of those again for the electrical door.
Oh,
Um,
perfect.
and she also explains that when you do it, it is live. So it would be best if she gives you some rubber gloves.
How's it? Insulators? Yeah.
Yeah, she says use these when you do them. And you got those rubber gloves right next to you in the concession stand where they do have cleaning supplies, and they got the little rubber yellow gloves. Not ideal, but it'll work for the situation.
True.
Um,
Okay. So I guess to be somewhat candid, the only reason that I'm trying to get into there is because at one point in time you said that we could access the plane's data from within that space. Do you have any desire to do that with your computer thingy?
uh, so we could possibly make an emergency landing. I guess we could write it out. I don't know how many people would die in the process.
To be clear, if you try to write it out, like he said before, since the magnetic lock has been engaged, the pilots actually won't be clear to land unless they get an all clear from mission control or the flight control, which they have not received word that they need to be. So by the time they start talking to flight control when they get there, it's going to be another 2 hours after the fact, and the plane doesn't really have enough fuel for that. So if you want the landing to go smoothly going forward, that's what you need to do. And it's obvious that Dave is not going to be of any help to you going forward at this at this juncture. So that is definitely what you need to do. As far as maybe not as far as getting rid of the witch, but as far as what's happening with the plane, because it's a possibility that if they're not able to land, they don't get all clear, and you can't talk to them because they are magnetically sealed in there, and there's no way to talk to them from this side once the terrorism security enforcement system, or whatever the fuck they called it, is in effect. If they don't get the all clear to land, they won't land, and then eventually they might have to make an emergency landing, and without getting the all clear from flight control, there's a possibility the runway will be crowded, and it could result in a crash landing. That is your understanding of the situation, Kay. As far as you, Stinky Pete, you're just like, listen, you said you need to get in there. I'm trying to get in there. That's where you're at. But that is what you understand, Kay. So as far as wanting to get in there, you're like, yeah, we need to get in there. But there is also a homicidal witch still running around.
Question. Well, I guess I can wait until he goes to work on the boxes. You said that one guy was drinking a mimosa?
Yes.
Is there like a menu or something with the different types of drinks? Like,
oh yeah,
I'm thinking like if there's like margaritas for like actual salt, perhaps.
Yeah, actually, looking through, you do find margarita salt right there in the concession stand. It's actually directly underneath where the peanuts and the pretzels are. So, I mean, if someone was looking for actual salt in this place, they would have found it. But, you know, the creativity is still appreciated.
Lame.
I was... Okay, so, Stinky Pete, are you gonna go work on the box, or...?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Should we put salt, blocking the door to the pilots, so that maybe, Gertrude doesn't get in and kill them? That might be bad.
Yeah,
to be
that's
clear,
a good idea.
Gertrude is the wife of the guy who died back there. You never actually got the name of the witch.
I did get the name of the witch.
Oh, did you?
Because that's what her book is called also. Is Gertrude's book. You told me to put Gertrude's book in my inventory.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, well, okay, fine. All right, you got me this time, you scamp.
Wait, is Gertrude the lady? Like, are they two separate Gertrudes, or are they the
Yeah,
same?
they just got the same name. That's not crazy. I don't know. I wanted to inject more mystery in there, but I have already doomed myself, apparently.
My bad.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, that's a good idea, and maybe to save the other passengers, we could just, depending on how the rows of seats go, maybe, like, a line around the floor
Okay,
salt.
so just to be clear, this is margarita salt. Like, you have, like, a couple containers max. So you've got, like, I would say 16 ounces of pure salt in this area. You could get 16 more, presumably, in every other concession stand going up, which there are 4.
Okay.
But you definitely don't have enough to, like, line out this whole fucking plane. This plane...
No, I would skip the drug addicts.
Okay, well...
And focus on children.
Yeah. So, to be clear, there are 120 seats. No, there's 60 rows, all right? There's 60 rows in this plane. First class, there's only like 4 each row, so up to 11 there's only 4, and it gets a little bit less and less. All in all, there's probably like, this plane can fit like 300 people. So there's like, it's like the two aisle away giant planes.
Okay.
Which Delta to Portland for some reason. All right, don't think too hard about it.
I mean, O'Hare's an international airport.
This is
They
true.
send the big boys.
All right.
Okay, so I think that if I was going to prioritize the lives on this plane, it would be the pilots, and then Robbie Styles, and then children.
Yeah.
In that order.
I agree. Well, I'm gonna pee real quick. You guys keep talking. Oof.
Okay. I was thinking maybe like get on the intercom and people who wanted to send their kids to safety, send them in one spot and maybe do like a circle of salt around the children. And then do like by the doors, like you said, for the pilots. Maybe start there. Because instead of trying to do the seats, we could just try to get people in like a little area, and maybe that would work. And then, you know, the people who are passed out on drugs, I mean they could overdose and die at any minute anyway, so.
My apologies. I need to. I'm on like my 6th beer, so give your boy a break. That's like 3 beers a piss. All right, those are good numbers.
All right, that's not bad.
All right.
Okay.
So, where are we at, boys and ladies and gentlemen and bitches?
Okay.
Men. The
So
whole
to
general
start,
thing.
to start out, while he's working on the box, first I'm gonna do salt by the door to
The pilots.
potentially protect the pilots, and then I'm gonna get on the intercom and let
1 second.
like.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, you're good.
All right. Okay. So.
Are the
I really wanted her to kill the pilots, but you know, all right, fine.
the people who aren't on drugs, are they aware of what's been going on? Like, do they know they're kind of in danger?
I mean, they just flew out of Chicago airport, so they're kind of hoping they're getting out of the danger, but they've been in Chicago airport, so they're where would usually raise a lot of alarms. No one's really panicking. They're just kind of like, can we just land? Holy shit.
All right. Well, I guess the people who want to take it seriously can live, and the people who don't will suffer the consequences. On the intercom, I'll let them know that there is danger on the plane. If you want to save your children, send them up here. Then with the children that come forward, I'd like to get them like together and then do a like circle assault around them.
And this is what you say into the intercom?
Well, not the salt part, but like bring your children up here if you want to save them or let them die.
Just incite mass panic on a plane.
Yeah, go ahead and roll plus charm for this.
Oh.
We're gonna roll to manipulate someone, but it's for everyone. So here we go.
6 and 6, but I have +0.
Well, that's more than enough.
Damn. Straight 12er? Okay.
So all the parents and whatnot look over and they're like, "This is really weird. Isn't this a little weird?" She's like, "Well, yeah, but I mean, obviously she's in charge." So I'm like, "All right, little Jimmy, going up there." A bunch of children of varying ages come up. One kid's 16. He comes up and he's like, "My parents told me to come up here. I told them I'm not a kid, but they said, what can I just, like, can you guys give me a beer or something? Like, is that fine?
Maybe after you do this, we'll ask your parents.
Okay. And they all kind of like you direct them to a little circle and you have them sit down. And you do have to go get the rest of the salt from every single concession stand in order to have enough to do this. But you're able to put them in a little salt circle. And you tell them to stay there and they believe you. Rather well. So you have successfully I guess we'll see what happens, won't we? All right.
All right.
And so,
can we put Susie in that circle as well?
she says, but I want to help.
Do I have enough salt to put her in her own circle next to us?
No. Unless you wanted to risk the crumbles.
No, you. I understand you want to help, but do you want to help? You can't help in the future if you die now, so.
I'm not gonna die. I'm a superhero. Pete said so.
I mean, but have you ever heard of Superman?
Everyone's heard of Superman.
Superman died.
What?
Did you not ever see the episode with Lex Luthor that he found the kryptonite and killed Superman?
That only had Superman 3.
Your dad sucks.
Sucked.
Past tense. Sorry, still fresh.
Oh. She's kind of like... She doesn't look like she appreciated the joke.
It was not a joke. If your dad enjoyed Superman 3, he is not my friend. But you can be my friend. We are still friends.
Okay, I guess I can lead them. I'll lead them. I'll make sure no one misbehaves.
That's a
Exactly.
great plan. Keep all of them in the circle.
Okay.
That's a hero right there.
That is what Captain America would do. He would help people and make them live. That is hero things too.
My dad said Marvel's for pussies.
And that is strike 17 against your dad. I don't know. It takes 9 strikes to get out of an inning. Your dad has already struck out in like 4 different innings in the baseball. So
My dad said that baseball wasn't actually an American pastime, and it should actually be a Japanese pastime, because they're just a lot more skilled than Americans at everything, he said. I don't really know what that
counter.
means.
I would counter with probably the Dominican Republic, but that is semantics. You'll be a superhero and protect these kids, and maybe they'll be your friends. And I'll be a superhero and go electrocute myself, and Blondie will be a superhero and do smart things. There are lots of superheroes.
So, okay. And she walks over and she gets in there and she's like, "Listen up, maggots!" And she goes into a speech about how she's in charge and anyone who disobeys her is putting themselves at risk as well as the others, so they will be disciplined by the others to save the mass of them. As the cliff notes.
And I'm gonna stand behind her the whole time with my gun out, arms crossed, and just shake my head yes.
All right. The kids look like they take the message to heart.
That's good. Children are our future, and these ones are smart. I am
Indeed.
dumb. Time for lightning.
All right. So you go back to the back of the plane to do the whatchamacallit, and Jacqueline, it's at this time you realize that you're gonna have to be at the at the pilot's door to make sure that you can open the magnetic seal, just in case it doesn't actually reset the system and it only stops the lock for a second.
Okay, I'll move that direction.
Okay. So in order to do this, you two will have to split up. How are you going to time it correctly? Jacqueline, are you just going to keep on pulling on it?
I can't. I'm too far away to like hear him like holler or something.
Yeah, no, it's a large plane and there's a lot of people in between it, as well as the sounds of airplane flying noises.
I mean, if I'm standing next to the door, would I hear it like disable, or is it silent?
Like I said, you don't know too much about like actual like the actual system. You're just making logical assumptions. There might be like a buzzer noise, or there might not be, but you do know that there's a possibility that it'll only be unmagnetized for however long he has it out. And if it has the same electrical reaction as the other one, it would be just a matter of like a couple seconds before he would have to plug it back in or get electrocuted.
Is there like a door handle, or is it just like a boop boop?
It's like a little like handle that's like in the door, and like it's got like a little latch, but when you pull the latch back, it doesn't pull out because it is being like magnetized shut.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just put my hand on the handle and just apply pressure until I can
Okay.
feel it like open. I have to use the bathroom real quick.
All right, sounds good. All right, so
Let's do it.
El Stinker Peter, it's your time to shine. You do get a +1 to this for following Jacqueline's advice. So go ahead, and there are 2 panels back here. There's one on the left and there's one on the right. Which one do you go for?
Are they identical?
No, they are not. Upon inspection, the one on the left seems to be a little bit smaller than the one on the right, which seems to be a larger one with a lot more wires kind of interlaced within it. But the one on the left seems like it's a very small, dedicated sort of wiring that you can see.
Well, I would have to say that if it is something that was recently installed, due to 9/11 being the 9/11 of 9/11s,
It's true.
then the rest of the equipment on the plane should have already been wired, and theoretically, you would only need a small relay system to initiate a maglock. So I am going to do the small one.
All right. You go up to the small one. All right, and you got a +1 to this roll. And go ahead and give me an act under pressure roll, because now you know exactly what you're doing, and it's just a matter of not getting electrocuted.
Fair. Yeah.
And do not forget your luck points after you roll this.
That's true. I will also be putting on the gloves and attempt to insulate.
Yep, that's where the majority of the +1 is coming from.
Right. Okay, that's a 4. And that's a 4. And that's a +1 is a 9. And a +2 cool is 11.
All right, expertly, with your coolness, and just absolute grace, you unplug it in just enough time for Jacqueline. I need you to give me an act under pressure roll as well.
Oh shit. Hang on, can I roll again? I dropped it. Or do you want me to do what's on the floor?
Yeah, go ahead and roll again. Yes.
I mean, it is a 5 though, so
You can keep the 5 if you want.
a 5 and a 4. What's it plus? Anything?
It's cool.
So 10?
10. All right. And so you do hear a buzzer and you pull on it, but since you've been pulling on it for a while, you realize that the latch never came out because it was locked. So you had to pull it back in and then pull it out again to unlatch it properly as the magnetic lock decreased. But luckily, because you are so well under pressure, you were able to do that within 3 seconds that it was unlocked, and you open it up to find the pilots as they're sitting there, and they both point guns at you, and they say, "Welcome to Delta Airlines, motherfucker. What the fuck are you doing?"
We need to make a landing.
Yeah, that's what we do. We take off and we land. And he... Now what the fuck you doing here?
Well, I thought you might want to know that you're Marshall?
You ain't piss girl. And I only order my blowjobs 20 minutes from now. Because 20 minutes from now, it'll be exactly 2 hours of in-flight flighting. And that's when I get my sloppy toppy from piss girl. And you ain't piss girl. And I ain't getting no sloppy toppy. Not now, but maybe in 20 minutes.
That's good timing.
Well, I don't know. Are you interested in the information that Dave is dead?
Kind of look at each other and you just, "Hey, Todd." You know, what's this? What up, Gerald? Yo, who the fuck's Dave? Bro, I don't know. I just know piss girl. Yo, we don't care about Dave. Who the fuck's Dave?
He's the marshal, right? Marshal?
Oh, fuck. There's an air marshal on?
Yes, okay, there we go. Yeah, the air marshal. He was murdered by a ghost. Heart, lungs, all that ripped out. We'd like to land.
Alright, go ahead and roll me manipulate someone. So that's plus charm.
4 and a 1. So 5.
5. What's your charm?
0.
Okay. You go ahead and mark experience because you failed to roll. It looks like their intentions are turning hostile. But we will switch over to Stinky Pete. You have just finished plugging it back in, and you look back down the hall, and at the end you can see that the door was opened.
Oh boy!
You can see her as she's opening the door.
Ooh. Hey, where'd they go, Blondie? I'm gonna zip on up.
All right, you're running up, and you get there, and you see all right, give me an act under pressure roll, Jacqueline, because it looks like they're putting a little too much pressure on the triggers of their guns.
Where's Piss Girl when you need her?
Oh, she's in the bathroom right behind you.
Go. Wait, was that Lacey or was that
Lacey.
someone else?
That was someone else, but she was the one who pissed herself, and you guys thought she was a piss girl, but apparently these guys up here also think she's a piss girl. So maybe her pissing isn't like a weird thing. Maybe she always did that, but she was also just scared when you found her.
Go, cuddle with Dad. 2 and a 1. This is going so well.
All right. Go ahead and mark.
You're either gonna die or level up like 4 times.
Yeah, go ahead and mark experience.
Is
Actually,
it unethical to trade favors with Piss Girl in this situation?
you've gone past. I will say that you do have a luck point if you want to use it.
I have to use it
You have 7 luck.
now.
You have 7 luck points, and you can use them either to not take damage or to succeed on a save. So I'll just remind you that you do have these options, but if you do use them, you don't mark experience.
Okay. Go cuddle with Daddy.
So,
Sorry, 1 second.
are you gonna take the fail there, or?
I feel like that could be a bit dangerous. Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna die. I'll tell you that. But I will remind you that you have this option. And also, you
Do you
should.
ever get luck points back?
You can get them back when you level up, and if something special happens in the campaign or in the game that gives you said luck points back. But you have 7 of them, and if you ever run out, then you become unlucky, and you're probably gonna die very soon. So it's a finite resource.
Why would people? Why would pilot? Sorry, I'm thinking. I hate making decisions like this.
All right, I'm just gonna say that you take the fail there. So mark the experience for the fail, and then also mark the experience because Stinky Pete did follow your instructions with the boxes. And by the way, you did pick the correct box. One of them was the engines. So let's go.
Nice. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well.
So you guys are farming up some experience. Anyways, so Stinky Pete, as you go up, you hear gunshots, and you see her dive out of the way as she is struck in the shoulder with a gunshot, but she jumps over to the side as the door starts slowly closing up, and you take 2 harm as one of the bullets strike your shoulder, Jacqueline. What do you do, Stinky Pete? The door is slowly closing.
You want to call the stuffy Quackers? Yes, that's very cute. Okay, he's named Quackers.
Well, I'm going. I'm sending it.
All right, you're gonna go hold the door.
Yup. If
right now, baby, I'm
firearms had just been set off, does that count as charging into immediate danger?
Yes, I will count that as charging into immediate danger. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going.
All right.
Play my game right now.
So you're charging into immediate danger, which means you get +1, or doesn't that mean you get a hold 2, or how does that work?
Yeah, hold 2.
All
right, so you can. All right, so you can use either one of those holds. Until this the scene plays out, then. So. Or actually, you have to roll for it, don't you?
Well, so it's inflict an additional harm, reduce harm suffered by 1, or add a +2 to an act under pressure roll.
Is it just always
my God's phone in.
Okay, yeah. So you automatically hold 2, and then you can use
Okay, give me the phone.
either of
It's fine.
those.
Go.
Okay.
Go cuddle with daddy.
All right. So you get up there and you hold on to it, and they look at you and they're like, "Who the fuck are you?" And it looks like they might take immediate, aggressive action against you. But you do have a chance to do something here, an opportunity. What shall you do?
Oh boy. Well.
And I will say that if you wanted to use one of your holds to reduce someone's harm suffered by 1 as hers, I will allow that.
Okay. Which would be afterwards? Because it took the shot to produce immediate danger?
So she's diving out of the way. So you see her diving out of the way, and that's when you decide to charge in. So the gunshots are coming, and she gets tagged in the shoulder as she dives away. So if you want to, like, be like, yo, what the fuck? Or something to yell up, and then, like, either warn her or maybe, like, stop the, or, like, distract the people shooting, I will say that's fine, because you see her open the door, and then you start bolting up, and then this happens after she's been talking to them for that amount of time she was talking to them. So
okay. So the charge takes place before.
Yeah.
Or as.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
you see them, and you see her dive because she notices that they're, like, about to shoot, and she failed her roll, but she was diving out of the way, and that's what the act under pressure roll was.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you can see her diving and be like, fucking, mostly just to distract whoever's shooting it. But I'm saying if you want to do that, you can.
Definitely.
All right. Cool.
Yep. I will spend those to reduce harm.
All right. So you spent 1 to do that, and then you still can use another one of those holds. You do that. They kind of bet, instead of, like, hitting her square in the shoulder, it grazes her arm. Kay, you only take 1 damage.
Okay.
Instead of that 2. And you get up there and you open it up, and it looks like they're about to fire again on you because they're like, "What the fuck? Who are you?" But you do have an opportunity to do something here. What do you do?
Oh boy. Guess we're gonna manipulate someone.
All right, you're gonna be like, what are you gonna say to them?
Oh, I was gonna roll, and then depending on if I pass or fail, it would be something
All right, I'll
acceptable or completely fucking stupid.
I'll allow that. Let's go.
Okay. Plus cool, or plus charm?
Plus charm, unless
Plus
you have
charm.
an ability that says you can roll plus cool on it, which I don't think you do.
9.
9. Okay, so very good. 9 is they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. So you say, "Oh, what?" Well, so it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't work. So what do you say? So
okay.
it can be reasonable, but maybe at this point they just don't believe you because they've already fired once at someone.
Okay. Let's see. It's gonna be just for the immediate action. Okay. Hey, guys! Can we stop? Can we just at least stop shooting firearms in a pressurized container just for a second?
They look at each other and like, "Why? We do it all the time."
Because you're gonna lock the doors again, and then we're not gonna be able to land the plane. And if we can't land the plane because everybody's shooting, because of the terrorists, because this is the 9/11 of Chicago air flights, then we're gonna run out of fucking fuel, man.
They look at each other and they say, Gerald says, all right, fine. But get Piss Girl in here. And they put away
Okay, she's in the bathroom.
they put away their guns and they say, listen, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but I'm gonna need $500 just to listen to you talk.
Oh, that's fine. Give him $500.
They're like, holy fuck! All right, lit. What's up, dog?
Hey, I pay my way into the big boys club. It's okay. I got your back, buddy. We just need to land this plane. Because people are dying like a lot.
Oh fuck, for real?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy back there. I don't even know what's going on. But there was a guy with bees in his face, and he died when he was taking the shit. And then the air marshal, also got like a hole blown out in his chest, and it's
Oh
super
fuck,
bad.
I see him. He's right there. Oh.
Yeah, no, he's right behind me.
Oh,
that
that's
guy.
fucking gross.
Okay.
And then Gerald says,
It
"Oh,
is
I
kinda
can't see."
gross.
Oh fuck, I wish I didn't see. What the fuck? That's gross. Jesus Christ.
He also did that thing where he did not believe me when I told him things, and he died. So I guess there's that.
Word. Well, we're gonna have to call flight control. I mean, we're an hour and a half out. It's gonna take them 2 hours to do the protocol of clearing out the plane shit and then like fucking bringing in the shitters. So we need to figure out. Did he tell you what their number was?
No, but I have a way to do that, and potentially, Blondie can bypass the system and say false alarm, and then everybody can just keep shooting guns and having fun.
Jacqueline, your arm is bleeding, by the way, when you come up to this conversation.
Yeah, I'm fine.
They're like, welcome to Delta Airlines.
Yeah.
There's a first aid kit right here, and he gives you a first aid kit. This first aid kit has 3 uses and can heal 1 harm per use.
Wonderful.
Oof.
I will do that.
All right, you heal the 1 harm that has been done to you. There are 2 uses left to do 2 harm worth of healing, and I do believe someone in this room has taken 2 harm recently, so...
I have, but I will use only one of them.
All right. You heal 1 harm with it. And while you guys are patching each other up, Jacqueline, you put your flash drive into the flash drive compartment, and it hooks up with the main situation, and you get the number of the air traffic controller that you need to get a hold of.
Wonderful. Should I call them or have them call them? Here's the number.
Oh, word. They call it up. Oh, yeah, we got 242. Yeah, we're coming from Chicago. Yeah. No, there actually are people dead. Yeah, I don't know. Something about bees. Maybe someone's allergic. No, I think they're dead. Are they dead? They're dead, right? Yeah, they're dead. Yeah. But yeah, no, multiple gunshots. It's all good. The cabin kind of looks at you. Is secure? Yeah. No, it's secure. It's fine. Yeah, no. So if you can just get them out there and whatever, and we'll land when we get there. Yeah. Yeah. No. 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 Bees. Bees. No. No. Not wasps. Bees. Were they leafcutter bees or carpenter bees or like? Were they like honeybees? Why does it fucking matter? I told you he's dead. Do you guys know?
There were zombies.
Oh, fucking zingerino, Chief.
Yeah, we don't know.
Would
Yeah.
I know?
They were honeybees.
Oh, they were honeybees.
Not like the super fuzzy ones, but just like the regular little bees. Yeah, they're honeybees. Yeah, we got like a 420 on this. Yeah, a bunch of fucking jokers, right? Anyways, yeah, no, so just get ready for us. It should be fine. I don't think anyone else will die. Probably not. How many people have died?
Not that many.
I think
Three?
I think we look 3. Oh yeah, only 3. Oh, one of them was an air marshal. Yeah, it was Dave. No.
Fucking Dave.
No, he didn't have a wife or kids. Guy was kind of a loser. Yeah, he's only like silver on Apex. Yeah, that's fucking gross.
What a dork.
All right, yeah. No, that sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, bye. Yeah, I love you too. All right, bye. And he shuts up.
Oh, you boo boo.
It's like, all right, we're good. We're all good to land. You guys just go back to your seats, just hang out. Don't worry about the bodies. They'll send someone in to clean them up later.
Cool. That was convenient.
Indeed. And with that, you hear another scream from the other side of the plane. And as you look at the other side of the plane, you see a figure reaching into someone's chest. This isn't a ghost. It's a skeleton with loose bits of flesh and viscera and veins, and it looks like there's a squiggling of flesh coming up from the hand that's in the chest as Gertrude, the woman you saw before, screams in pain as her heart is being pulled out of her, and then she's dropped and her gore drops with her, and the flesh goes down, and this fleshy skeleton thing puts its hand out, and the life drains from her. And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
That family is cursed. What a bunch of dorks.
All right, well there you go. So how much XP did you guys mark? Fucking K, you failed so many rolls. So many.
Yeah, I did.
Did you level up? Like, where are we at here?
Yeah, I think I got another 5, and then I got 3 after that. So I think I got like 4 altogether. I think I started
4.
with I started with 3, so I got 6 today.
You got 6?
Hang on. I started with 3, and then I marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
So, when you leveled up last time, did you have any extra, or did you just level up?
I leveled up before the last game, and then I had 3. I think that I missed, or that I got last game, and then yeah, so I started with like 3 new points or whatever after leveling up this game, and then now I have a full 5 and 3 extra.
Full 5. Okay. So you got 1 from helping him, and then you failed the manipulate someone roll, and then you failed the act under pressure roll.
I failed the one where I got stuck with a needle.
That's true. Yep, you failed that one. So that's
And
4.
then- what was the other one? I'm trying to remember the other one.
I think that's just 4.
Okay.
So that's 4 that you should have marked. But how much experience did you have when you started this? Because I know you leveled up before. Did you get past 5?
Yeah, so I mean, like, I've leveled up twice so far throughout the whole
Oh,
game.
okay, so you have
And
all.
then,
So what's your total marked experience?
oh, marked experience? What? One, like, how many little dashes?
Then? Yeah.
Oh, okay. 5, 10, 15, 18
18. Okay. So
altogether.
you did level up once and then you're up to 3. So you had 4.
I've leveled up twice through the whole game.
Which is 510.
Yeah.
So then you
Yeah,
hit
and
15.
15.
So you dinged level 3.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
so
either have 2 or 3 additional towards level
Yeah.
4.
There we go.
yeah,
Okay.
like the experience I got this game gave me a full 5, and then
Okay.
I have like
Gotcha. Okay.
extra
So
after.
you leveled
Sorry.
up. All right. And Casa, where you at?
Let's see. So I hit level 3 last time, and then had 3 remainder. I think I only failed.
You failed So you failed your sharp roll to decide what you were going to do, which honestly I was just gonna tell you like this is dangerous what you're doing, but you failed that, so you kind of went through with it anyways, and then you had the act under pressure, which you actually mildly succeeded. So you took damage, but you're able to fix it in the process. So you failed that one. You failed the sharp roll. Oh, Kate, you
Yep.
got experience because he followed your advice. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the extra mark.
And then for
There
you,
was a few in there.
you failed that roll. I don't think you really failed anything else.
No, there was a partial success and a success
Yeah.
on manipulate someone. I don't think I rolled for anything else.
Mm-mm.
It was just the auto trigger
Yeah.
charge. Yeah. So I am 4 marks in to level 4.
All right.
To hit
So,
level 4.
all right. So let's go over the questions. Did you guys solve the current mystery?
Meaning how to get the plane safely down?
No, I'm not counting that.
Damn.
That's definitely you guys making sure shit don't go wrong in the future. All right. Did you save someone from certain death or danger?
Children?
I don't know. I think we're still in the midst of the danger that we would be saving people from.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Did you guys learn?
Unless you count the pilots, because you wanted them to die, and we didn't let them,
All
which is
right.
very meta. It's very meta, but I will bring it up.
All right. Let's just move on first. We'll see. We'll see. Did you guys
Right back.
learn something new and important about the world?
You said to write something down. You're like, oh, now you know. I
Oh,
remember where I wrote it down.
that was that was which
Oh.
fuse boxes did what, or the wire boxes
Oh.
that one did that one thing.
Okay.
I suppose I now know how to navigate through shutting off the TSA compliance factors on an airplane.
I
I don't know how deep that goes.
I mean, I would have accepted the answer, Rob Styles, and like how and what he's up to, and his version of the events, which he didn't inquire too much about. But
No, I'm gonna get to that during laser tag.
but you learned about Rob Styles, and he helped you out there. Did you learn anything new and important about any of the other hunters?
I'm trying to balance meta knowledge versus Pete's knowledge.
I mean, meta knowledge is fine at this point. This is this is the players about each other and about the world for experience purposes.
Oh, because I'm like, I don't think Pete would have known any of the things that Jacqueline said, like, at all, or her ability to do high-level computer tasks, because it's never come up in a game, because we've always been, like, in the woods and shit, out of cell data.
This is true.
So I've never actually seen Jacqueline do any of that yet.
Although, to be fair, Jacqueline never checked her phone when you guys were in the woods. And it would have worked. I'm going to be
Right.
honest.
Oh, well. I assumed I wouldn't have service or anything.
Which is, you know, it's a fair assumption.
So I guess so meta me knows that she can do that as a character, but Pete hasn't actually seen her like hack the TSA from a Delta flight. So that was kind of sick.
Yeah, no, that's great. You guys also learned that both of you are probably pretty poor role models for Susan. Or Susie.
Circumstantially.
It depends. It depends on your stance, but she was talking about curb stomping a motherfucker, which might sound pretty normal to you guys, but some of the other compatriots that were in the K-hole did give you a couple of worried looks.
Dude, that's some patriarchal shit right there. Little girls need to learn how to protect themselves.
There you
And if she
go.
wants to curb stomp with a 4-pound sledgie, I'm gonna teach her.
So, because you guys didn't technically save anyone from certain death, although, I mean, if we're gonna count you guys standing by while Dave was just murdered, literally like 20 feet from you, I don't know, maybe there's some points there somewhere, but
that was blatant. Like I actively chose to continue to talking about absolutely fucking nothing with Robbie Styles instead of help him survive.
Robbie Styles is a cool dude, man.
Give me 10 G's. Like, someone can die for that. That's fine.
Yeah. Which you're now down to 9.5 because you gave
right
those boys 500 of it.
You gotta pay to play.
Indeed.
And we didn't get shot anymore.
So you each can mark down one experience for this session.
Oh, boom! That's all I needed to ding.
Yeah, which is a ding for you. I won't give you the 2. It's not, you didn't solve the mystery and you didn't save anyone from certain death. If anything,
Damn.
you're in the negative for that.
Yup, guaranteed.
Indeed. All right. Well, thank you all for stopping by for this week's Monster of the Week session. It was a very good session. I enjoyed it. What do you guys think? You guys liked it? What was your favorite part?
Ooh. I think I really enjoyed how Susie is blooming into her role as a Beastmaster.
Yes. she
That's
is
pretty
certainly
funny.
less shy and coming forward into the world. Her character arc is progressing nicely, I would say. To what ends, who's to say at this point, for sure. What about you, Kay? What was your favorite?
I don't know. I like it all. It's hard for me to pick my favorite.
That's a pussy answer. Pick one.
I know, it's horrible. um. I can't pick. I hate picking.
Pick one. 3, 2, 1, go. What is the first thing you think of? What happened in the session? Say one thing. What happened in the session right now?
I liked making the salt circle with all the children.
That was a good one. All right, there you go. You really shine there when you told them all to give you your children, no questions asked.
Just bring your children to the front. They're in danger.
Yeah, just send them up
Yeah,
here.
I did
right?
like how well I rolled on that.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. It's all working out up here. It's fine. All right. I think my favorite